In the last video, we have studied the living world. What all the character that will help to define living organism we learned. In this video, we will study another concept called systematics. Okay. Systematic, it is a branch of science that deals with the evolutionary relationship of an organism. It is a branch of science, it deals with evolutionary relationship of an organism. Okay, the term systematics was given by Carol Linnaeus. So the term was given by Carol Linnaeus. So here what we will going to study the evolutionary relationship of an organism. If we take an example, humans, Homo sapiens. How Homo sapiens were evolved, what are the stages, what are the patterns of evolution, that we will study in using a systematics. Okay. Next concept, that is taxonomy. Here taxonomy is considered as the branch of systematics. Here we will identify the organism, we will name organism, we will give the description of an organism, and we also classify the organism. So here all will be included: identification, description, nomenclature, nothing but naming of an organism, and classification of an organism. So it includes identification, description, nomenclature, classification of an organism. Father of taxonomy is Carolus Linnaeus. So father of taxonomy is Carolus Linnaeus. So this is the concept of taxonomy. So next concept is nomenclature. Nomenclature is nothing but naming of particular organism. Naming of an organism. Here, naming of an organism is controlled by one body. So in that body we call them as ICN. International, it expands as International Code for Nomenclature. Okay. So this ICN has two separate bodies, that is ICBN and ICZN. ICBN expands as International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. ICZN stands for International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. So these two gave certain rules and recommendations that should be strictly followed when to name the plant, to describe the plants or animals or other organisms. Okay, we will discuss what all the what all the principle that is given by ICBN and ICZN was. The first rules that was given by this ICBN and ICZN was the name of an organism should be a binomial name. Binomial name with having two names. Okay, so this concept, binomial nomenclature or binomial name, was given by Carol Linnaeus. Okay, so this was a person who gave the binomial nomenclature for the very first time. Second principle is the first name of the binomial name should be generic name and second name should be specific name or species name. Specific, the name should be strictly followed by ICZ and International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. Species is used by a botanical nomenclature commonly. Okay. So this was the second principle. The third principle is the name, scientific name should be in a Latin language only. Okay, so why? Because Latin language, in English it can be used, but the synonyms might change generation after generation. But in Latin language, newly formed word will be used. Okay, so this word, once it formed, it will be not changed. For that purpose, Latin language is used to naming the organism in a scientific way. Fourth principle is, if we type a name in a computer, the scientific name, if we type, then it should be in italic form. Fourth principle, if we type, then it should be in italic form. Okay? Or else, if we write, means handwritten, then it should be underlined. Fifth principle, the first name, the genus name, okay, genus name always starts with capital letter. Then species name always should starts with small letter, small or lowercase letter. So this is also one of the principles that will be given by this ICBN and ICZN. So these are the principles. Next concept we will learn, that is tautonym, or also called as tautonymy. Okay, so tautonym is nothing but your genus name and species name looks identical. So here genus plus species name are identical. Identical, nothing but similar. For example, if we take example of Rattus rattus, okay, it is a scientific name of rat. Common name is we call them as a rat. The scientific name is Rattus and rattus. Here we have underlined based on the principle, means rules that is given by ICBN and ICZN. So rattus, here you can see the genus name is and species name are so identical. Okay, so another example, Natrix. It is a name of, scientific name of water snake. Okay, so here we have to follow the rules of binomial names. Here Natrix, if you look at genus name and species name are so identical to each other. So this kind of names we call them as tautonym or tautonymy. So this tautonymy or tautonym is applicable for animal names. Okay, but it is strictly prohibited in naming of plants. Okay, so it is strictly prohibited in the naming of plants. So in the next video we will talk about classification.